Okay, yes, we are here, the Attention Getters, Tag, the show at Ethio South Music, and we're here with one of the main contributors again as well of the show. We actually met her on the scene locally, respect her art and what she does and what she represents. But we're here to get into it and get into exactly who you are to the people and what you represent. So if you can please introduce yourself and get into a little something about yourself.
My name is Stephanie Jackson. I'm known as Gemini Fox. On Instagram, I'm Gemini Fox Poetry. I'm originally from the island of St. Lucia. I've been here for a few years now, and I have called Florida home somewhat, but I'll always be an island girl.
Okay. All right, Gemini Fox, online Gemini Fox Poetry. So, and this is my first realistic sit down with you. You know, I don't know you that well personally, but like I said, I've seen you on the scene. I see what your art and what you put on display publicly during your performances and what it represents. So, just bring people up to speed. How exactly did you get into the lane as far as the inspiration of being a spoken word artist? And if you correct me anytime if I'm wrong, a spoken word performing artist, a spoken word artist, when exactly did that initialize for you? And if you can just bring us up to speed, how you get up until this point right now.
Okay. So I've always loved poetry and literature, especially. And I would write, but I would never share anything. And then a few years ago, my daughter entered a poetry competition with Heard Him Say with Wally B. And because of that, she got involved with the youth group, youth poetry group. And then I met Dennis Amadeus at We Spoke, as well as Xavier Cool Kid and Black Wildflower. And by going to the open mics for We Spoke, which was more 19 and above, I was encouraged to share my poetry. It was very welcoming. I didn't feel comfortable on the stage. It took me, I'll say, 2 years before I actually called myself a poet. But Dennis Amadeus has been one of my most consistent encouragers when it came to sharing my work, as well as Obi West, who is not based here. He's actually based out of either Las Vegas or California. But those two people have encouraged me to become a spoken word artist.
Okay. So now, like I say, fast forwarding up to now, because I'm from Tampa, just to let you know if you don't know. I've been in and out of the performance scene. But when I first spoke with you, I was like, at least for me checking the performers on the spoken word scene, you were fairly new. That doesn't mean you haven't been out there for a while. That may just mean I haven't been out there to see you, But when I saw you at the actually my first encounter with you at Shuffle, I was like, damn, like, she got some powerful shit, like really realistically. So, I mean, just if you can speak on like the inspiration behind your style, particularly, like what's your motivations? Because, like I said, it's powerful, it's meaningful, and I personally resonate with it. So, if you can just get into elaborate along those vibes, your inspiration and what makes you do what you do, how you do it.
Okay. For me, for the last few years, I would not say transition. I've been evolving. And my goal is to be as transparent as possible without shaming my children, and vulnerable as possible without shaming my ancestors and God. But all of my poetry is based on either how I feel internally or how the world around me affects me. Everything is based on being transparent, vulnerable, and honest. And I think that's where people connect because I only share what I know. I don't like niche work. I don't like hashtag work where you just go with the flow, you go with whatever everyone else is doing. I tell people I am salmon. I swim upstream. So if everyone is going left, I will be the one going right because I don't like following a crowd just to follow.
I personally resonate with that. Like I said, the inspiration of the works is a spirit of bringing people aware. What I saw particularly a lot with spiritual powers involved, the plight of black people. That's just some of the messages I got and some of the words that you conveyed. So we definitely happy to have you on for that. So how about just Gemini Fox as a person? You know what I'm saying? Like you do poetry, you're a spoken word artist. Like what do you like to do? Like if you just let's say that we just casually catch you on a day or a time when you're not on stage or you're maybe not writing. What does Gemini Fox like to do in a personal time?
So I jump on Instagram Lives for poetry.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Poetry is always present. I think in rhyme. I think in metaphor. I speak in metaphor and parables. It gets annoying sometimes, but I like making clothing. I make my own dresses. I'll specify. I like making dresses. Um, I make it out of anything, so I upcycle. So the dress I'm wearing right now was originally a bed sheet, but it didn't want to be a bed sheet. I've made clothing out of shower curtains, out of umbrella material, out of double-sided black curtains, out of just
Okay.
about everything but newspaper and garbage bags.
Okay.
And I love the beach. I'm an island girl through and through. When I want to relax and feel closest to God, then I will go to the beach and I'll watch the sunset.
Okay. Okay. So I can see with some of the inspiration come just hearing some of the things that you like to do. So take us into this. Like is there anything particular that you seek to accomplish with your art? Anything, if at all, if at all.
There is a verse in the Bible from Jeremiah. It says, it's like fire in my bones. So for me, if I was quiet for so long, I was silent for so long, and whether it was joy or suffering, I had to keep it bottled inside. So if I don't share it, it will consume me. So it has to find its way out, and it always does. I say I don't write poems, they seance their way out of me. So I try to keep my mouth and my actions undefiled, because I am a vessel. And another thing, there are so many people that are like me, like the way that I was before. Everything held inside and they don't have a voice. So if they can connect to my work and I can be their voice until they can gain their own voice, that is my purpose. Most of the time I share poetry for free. So I cannot say that I'll make a career out of it. I would like to. I would like to have a career connecting with people, making clothing, and sharing how the world around me affects me and how that internal evolution, because we evolve over and over again. I'd like to share that with the world, and do it as a living. But to be honest, whether I get paid for it or not, I can't help but do it. I'll do it on the side of street. On the side of the street if I don't have a mic in front of me.
It reminds me of like just hearing your work, like the true definition, like what an angel is, which is a messenger of the Almighty. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, and that's just like I said, like I've seen you perform 2 times in both that shuffle, and honestly, we was compiling a list of possible people that we would like to work with, and I was like, oh, Gemini Fox, like because I was just like, that's the kind of thing that we resonate with, you know what I'm saying? And part of the thing is with the show, like I explained, we were talking about the continuity of artists and, putting on the best show possible and your element, what you bring. Like I said, we're definitely proud to have you on. So wrapping up the interview here, and definitely want to give you a chance to let people know, like any closing remarks, anything you want to let the people leave the people with, and also if you could tell them where to find you online. If you can explain out and spell out make sure they get it. Please.
Okay. So first of all, I am not an angel.
Well, just in the aspect of just a messenger.
Yeah,
Not
so
not the that's it.
so it's either clouds or fiery brimstone. I'm gonna let you know now. It comes
Okay,
out in my
okay.
poetry.
Okay.
I am on Instagram at Gemini Fox Poetry. It spells how it sounds: GeminiFoxPoetry. No periods, no spaces, no dashes, just me. You can find me on Facebook at Gemini Fox Poetry as well. And I love doing poetry. If you want to see me in person, I am at Growhouse. So if you want to follow Growhouse Tampa, that's GrowhouseTampa on Instagram, or growhousetampa.com. We have poetry slams, writing workshops. We're trying to, well, they are trying to grow Tampa as far as artists and writers and singers. They're very encouraging. So if you are creative, we want you to come. If you're just a lover of the arts, we want you to come. So the founder, Curtis Davis, and Dennis Amadeus, which is the face, we would love to have you.
Yes, yes. Definitely give thanks. And one last quick thing, actually.
Okay.
Tag the Attention Getters the show. Anything in your mind? What are you expecting to bring to the show?
I will make you think, and you'll definitely feel something. So come with an open heart and an open hands to receive.
Okay, definitely give thanks. Gemini Fox at Gemini Fox Poetry online. You know, we're here, the Attention Getters, Stop It Media Productions, Ethiopia South Music. Give thanks for a moment of your time. We're looking forward to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.